and Coach Sandy Blackwell. Donita Bays, Joanna Bellamy, Tammy Carter, Trish Edwards, April Glover, Tracy Ghost, Lisa Henderson, Amy Morris, Melinda Quillen, and Heather Smith. They make up the varsity basketball team, which we will see momentarily. And we will have some words from Sandy Blackwell, the coach for the girls varsity team. Right now he's talking to Mr. Smith, who was announcing a little bit of crowd noise from the varsity team. Trish Edwards, senior, Gate City. Tracy Ghost and Amy Morris, the senior basketball players for the varsity team. And it looks like they're going to get some roses.
We'd like to say thanks to these three young ladies that made a great impact with our program. And we all know we're going to miss them. Basketball teams will miss them. And tournaments will miss them. And I know we've all fallen in love with these very good bit. Some of them a lot. And I'm really glad to see them go with lots of these. But I'd like to say thank you and congratulations for a great 4 years of being here.
And Coach Blackwell and McConnell present the girls with, looks like either half a dozen or roses. Again, they are the seniors who will be leaving after this year. This is your last year playing for Gate City. Looks like about a dozen roses. I'm not sure. And let's wish them good luck tonight. We'll be back in a moment with varsity girls basketball action. Gate City Middle School gym with varsity girls basketball action. Jumping for Gate City is Tracy Ghost, and for Virginia High is Rose. And that's Robinson with the ball there, putting up the shot. No good. Edwards with the rebound. Passes off to Morris, who brings the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls, shoots, good. Bellamy hits for 2 on the first shot of the game for Gate City, as Foster brings the ball down the court for Virginia High. Sets up at the top of the key, looking inside. Passes down to Robinson. And tried to inside, goes to Sherwood, who scores. That was the play they were working on in the warm-up, and they got Ghost on it as she cut to the ball. Morris with the shot off the front of the rim, rebounded by Goss, out to Foster. Foster puts up a shot, no good, and Smith comes down with it. And they're calling a foul against Robinson, number 34, for a holding. That's her first personal foul. Actually, we're only about 52 seconds into the game, and she's got a first personal foul. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Looks to Morris. Morris inside to Smith. Smith dribbles, looks inside, and is fouled by number 51, Rose. And that's her first personal foul. In under a minute, last time Gate City played Virginia High, it was at Virginia High, and it was a very slow game because of all the personal fouls that occurred in the game. So far, in less than a minute, actually a minute and 3 seconds, we've seen 2 personal fouls against Virginia High. First shot from Heather Smith is good. She'll have one more shot. It's up, and oh, just outside the rim. And let's see, that's Rose coming down with the rebound, passing out to Foster. Score is 3-2, Gate City with a 1-point lead. Robinson with the ball at the forward position, fakes Smith off, comes in for the shot, no good. Ball goes out of bounds, knocked out by Edwards. And that was, they were able to confuse everyone there. The referee explaining to Foster, hey, this is your end of the court. Passes into Sherwood. She lost it, and Amy Morris came up with the ball. Amy Morris bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes off to Edwards, pulls with the jump shot. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Knocked out of bounds by Tracy Ghost. And it'll be Virginia High's ball. Doss inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Gate City with the press. Lets Foster take the pass pretty easily. Passes off to Sherwood, back to Doss, to Foster. And she traveled. Couldn't get the ball down and took a couple steps there. And it'll be Trish Edwards inbounding the ball for Gate City. Still with the 1-point lead. We've got 6 minutes and 15 seconds left on the clock in the first period. Passes off to Morris. Morris looking inside, couldn't find anything. Back out to Bellamy. She pulls, shoots, sees a show. Just off the back of the rim. Edwards puts it up, and it's no good. Rose with the rebound, trying to fight off the Lady Devils. And finally passes out to Foster. Oh, she's in trouble. Passes out to Doss. Edwards trying to knock that away, couldn't get to it. Foster's trying to fake Bellamy off, and Rose there picking up the loose ball. Foster with the shot, no good. Bellamy with the rebound, puts it down and slows it down a little bit, passes it down to Morris. Morris fakes off Robinson and is called with traveling. The referee, Robinson, thought almost had a foul called against her, but the referee called the travel on Morris. She did take a extra stutter step there. Robinson working her way around and loses the ball out of bounds as Edwards cuts her off. It'll be Gate City's ball. Trish Edwards passing in. 5.5 minutes left on the clock in the first period. Bellamy with the ball, looking to Morris. Morris shoots. It'll be short. Smith tried to go for it, but Sherwood got the rebound as she blocked Smith out. Score is still 3-2. Gate City with a 1-point lead. Last time they met, Gate City really put the wallop on Virginia High. Foster shooting from 3. And no good. Ghost with the rebound. Passes to Morris. Morris bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Passes to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls, shoots. Good. That's the second time she's hit that exact same shot. She's got 4 points now to lead for Gate City. Heather Smith with 1 to give Gate City their 5 points. Sherwood with the ball, looking to pass to Doss. They're taking it real slow. Edwards tried to cut that off, but she got the pass to Robinson. And Ghost knocks it out of bounds. No foul called there. I thought the referee might call a foul there, as Ghost, I believe, thought the same thing also. Foster inbounding the ball, passes to Doss. Foster with the ball now at the wing position, passes to Robinson. Robinson trying to fake, kind of gave Heather Smith a push there. Foster with the ball at the top of the key, passes over to Rose. Rose underneath to Doss. Doss with the shot off the front of the rim. Bellamy with the rebound. Bellamy on the fast break down the court, goes past, good passes. Heather Smith, she gets the shot in there. Smith now with 3 points for Gate City. Foster passing off to Doss. Bellamy trying to cut her off, and she passes back to Foster. Less than 4 minutes left. Oh, back court. Gate City's trapped. is accredited with that backcourt. Bellamy and Morris cut Foster off, and she bumped Morris and took a step backwards and got the backcourt call against her. Morris passes to Ghost. Ghost turns, shoots off the front of the rim. Edwards with the rebound up, no good. Ghost with the rebound, shot is up, and let's see what they call. I believe that may go against either. Okay, that goes against Foster. That's Foster's first personal foul. That's a third team foul against Virginia High. Ghost will have 2 shots. So far, Virginia High has 3 fouls to Gate City's 0 team foul so far. Tammy Carter comes in for Bellamy. And Ghost's first shot is up off the front of the rim. So far, only Bellamy and foul against Ghost there. He came in, tried to cut it off, and got a personal foul. But so far, only Heather Smith and Joanna Bellamy, have scored for Gate City. Joanna Bellamy is now taking a little bit of a breather. Foster works her way past the press there. Robinson goes up with a shot. Looks like they're calling a foul against Trish Edwards. That'll be her first personal. And that'll send Robinson to the line with 2 shots. That's the second team foul for Gate City. First shot is up and good. That gives Virginia High 3 points. Second shot is up, and she hits it also, 2 for 2. Robinson now with 2 points. Sherwood with the other 2 points to give Virginia High 4 points. Carter with the ball at the top of the key, passes off to Morris. Morris pulls, shoots, long, goes out of bounds off of Bays, and it'll be Doss inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Passes in to Foster, and looks like they'll easily beat the press. Passes over to Sherwood. Sherwood back to Doss. Ball knocked away by Bays, and Morris comes up with it. Easy layup in, it's good. Morris scores her first 2 points tonight. Doss inbounding the ball, passes to Robinson, loses it off of her shoulder, and Carter comes up with the loose ball, and Doss knocks that one away. It'll be Gate City's ball on their own end of the court. We've got 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the first period as Morris inbounds the ball to Carter. Score is 9-4. Gate City with a 5-point lead over Virginia High. Morris passing into Smith. Dangerous pass. Puts up the shot. No good. Rebound by Bays. She puts up the shot. Just off the front of the rim. Smith and Robinson both going for it. Jump ball is called. And it'll be Gate City's ball. Amy Morris inbounding the ball underneath Gate City's own goal. Passes into Carter, and Robinson steals it away. Loose ball. Looks like they're going to call the foul on Smith. Robinson doing a little bit of a headbutting there to get down court. And draws the foul against Smith. Foster with the ball, working her way around Carter. Morris there trying to knock the ball away. Passes over to Rose. Rose looking inside, nothing there. Passes back out to Foster. Foster pulls, shoots, no good. Rebound by Robinson. Finally comes up with it. Morris, no, Smith takes it away from her. Passes back to Morris, who brings it down the court for Gate City. 2 minutes and 5 seconds left on the clock. Morris shoots. She was fouled by Doss, I believe. She'll go to the line with 2 shots. Let's see, and it is Doss. That's her first personal foul. 4th team foul. Amy Morris goes to the line with 2 shots. Tracy Ghost comes back into the game, and Edwards will take a breather. First shot is up, and good. Bounces around a little bit on the rim there before going in. She has one more shot. It's up, and it's good. Morris now with 4 points for Gate City. Doss inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Passes into Sherwood. Sherwood over to Foster. She traveled. Both referees caught that. And score is now 11-4 with 2 minutes and 2 seconds left on the clock. And Bobbitt will come in for Foster, who has traveled, I believe, twice now in the first period. Carter with the ball for Gate City, coming to the top of the key and looking inside, passes to Bays at the wing and to Morris, back to Bays, to Carter, to Smith inside. She pulls, dribbles, and draws the foul. I believe they may call that against Sherwood. Let's see. They do. That's Sherwood's first personal foul. Smith was shooting on that. It should be 2 shots. Let's see. That was the 5th team foul against Virginia High in the first quarter, first period, that is. Smith's first shot is up and good. So far, she's hitting 50% from the foul line. Second shot is up and make that 75%. Got 5 points for Gate City. Sherwood with the ball, passes over to Bobbitt. Bobbitt bringing it down the court. And Carter got a hand on that before the ball got to Doss. Almost took it away. Bobbitt at the top of the key, passing to Robinson. Robinson looking inside. Morris playing some good D. She pulls, shoots, no good. Air ball. Knocked out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball. We've got a minute and a half left in the first period. Bays will be inbounding the ball. And Gate City sends in substitute, or not substitute, but they send Edwards back into the game. This time Smith takes a breather. Gate City trying to keep fresh players in at all times. Carter at the top of the key, passing to Morris. Morris shoots from 2, no good. And some rough playing going on out there. Jump ball called between Robinson and Morris, and it'll be Virginia High's ball. Doss will be inbounding it. Score is 13-4. Gate City with the 9-point lead. Bobbitt with the ball for Virginia High. Gets a screen from Sherwood. And it's knocked away. Ghost comes up with it and hangs on to it for a second before she can pass off to Bellamy, who brings it down the court for Gate City. Bellamy looking for someone to pass to, finds Bays. Bays, good pass to Edwards. Shot is up and good. That's first 2 points of the game for Edwards. Bobbitt with the ball, passing over to Sherwood. Sherwood back to Doss. Doss to Bobbitt. And underneath to Robinson. Oh, easy shot. It's in there. Robinson now with 4 points for Virginia High to lead their scoring. They've got 6 points to Gate City's 15. Gate City still with a 9-point lead. Bellamy passing inside to Edwards. Shot is up. She was fouled apparently. Ball goes out of bounds on Ghost. And it'll be Virginia High's ball. Avery comes in for Doss, I believe. And it'll be Avery inbounding the ball for Virginia High. 26 seconds left on the clock. Pass is long, no good. Pass was out of bounds. She intended to pass that to Rose, but the pass was never on the court, actually. So it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. Carter inbounding the ball, passes into Bellamy. Bellamy pops it, good for 2. Bellamy now with 6 points. Avery inbounding again, hits Sherwood this time on their own end of the court. Passes back to Avery, underneath to Sherwood. Sherwood shot no good. And let's see what they're calling here. I'm not sure who this was against. 34 with the push. It'll be a 1-and-1. Let's see who is. Okay, that's Robinson. Her second personal foul. And that will send Bays to the line for Gate City with a 1-and-1. Let's see, Bays not scored yet. I believe this will be the first time that she shoots. It's up just off the rim, and Bailey comes down with the rebound, passes out to Avery. Avery slowing it down, shoots from 3, no good. And Bobbitt coming down with the rebound. Time runs out in the first period. Score is 17-6. Gate City now with a 11-point lead over Virginia High. And that's only the first period. We'll be starting into the second period here momentarily. Right now we've got the cheerleaders out on the court giving some support to the Lady Devils as Coach Sandy Blackwell gives them some pointers on cutting off that play that they've scored some points on there. Actually, they haven't scored that many points on it, but that's where they're breaking Gate City's defense, it'll be Robinson loading up underneath when Gate City presses, and she's all alone underneath the goal, and a simple pass from half court, and she's got the easy shot right underneath the goal, and that's what Gate City will have to cut off. So far, they've only gotten 2 points from it. They've had that play twice that they've been able to work it, and once Robinson just totally missed the shot. Edwards inbounded the ball to Bellamy, who comes to the top of the key for Gate City and passes off to Edwards. Inside to Ghost. Ghost shoots. Oh, no foul called there. And let's see, Bobbitt traveled. They're calling a lot of traveling calls here tonight, but there's actually a lot of contact going on out there on the court. And it's so close, it's hard for the referees to call. Bellamy with the shot. It's, just outside the rim. Avery comes down with it. Avery's pretty quick, but she can't control the ball. Edwards stole it away from her there. Passes to Morris, and Morris brings it back down the court for Gate City. Morris passing out to Bellamy at the top. Edwards with the shot just off the back of the rim. Sherwood getting the rebound. Passes to Bobbitt. Bellamy tries to cut her off, and Bobbitt will slow it down and let the offense set up. Score is 17-6. Got 7 minutes and 11 seconds left on the clock. Passes to Malcolm. Malcolm at the wing position pulls, looks to shoot, passes to Bailey instead. Underneath to Sherwood. Let's see. They're going to call a foul. It looks like they may call it on Ghost for holding. And that is actually the 4th team foul for Gate City. So they will be inbounding the ball underneath their own goal. Bailey with the ball, shoots, air ball, and it'll be Gate City's ball. Trish Edwards inbounding for Gate City. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Bailey is a Virginia High player. Passes to Edwards. Edwards inside to Smith. Smith pulls, loses the ball. Bobbitt comes up with it and passes out to Malcolm. Edwards, good defensive play there to knock the ball away from Bailey. It'll be Virginia High inbounding the ball again. So far, they don't have anyone underneath. Malcolm's going down now. The play is that they'll have all 5 players up. They've trapped Avery. Let's see what they're going to call. A foul against Edwards now. That'll be the 5th team foul. And they called that on Edwards. That's her 2nd personal foul for slapping. And it's actually a tough call to make. She was there trying to trap. First shot is up, no good. Ball almost out of bounds. Avery going into the bleachers there. Bobbitt with the ball at the top of the key. Trying to get something opened up, just dribbling the ball. Passes to Bailey. Bailey turns, shoots, and off the front of the rim. And it'll be Avery with the foul. Pushing foul. That's, I believe, that's her 1st personal foul. And that'll send Morris to the line with a 1-and-1. The score is 17-6. We've got 6 minutes and 18 seconds left in the first half of the ball game. First shot from Morris is up. It's good. Morris hitting 100% so far from the foul line. She's got one more shot. Second shot is up, and it's good. Still hitting 100% out there. She's got 6 points for Gate City so far. Bobbitt looking to pass in. Smith knocks it away. She's fouled, and that'll go against Bobbitt, I believe, and that should be her 1st personal foul. No, they call that against Bailey. I thought it was Bobbitt with the personal foul, but they call it against Bailey instead. Smith having 2 shots. First one is up, just short, bouncing off the front of the rim. Second shot is up, and off the back of the rim. She gets her own rebound, shoots, and no good. Goes out of bounds, and it'll be Gate City's ball underneath her own goal. Smith is now hitting 50% from the foul line. Passes into Bellamy. Bellamy looking into Smith. And what are they calling? Let me see. I'm not sure. okay, he said White 52, but I believe he meant John Battle's Virginia High's number 52, who is Sherwood. That's her second personal foul, and Rose comes in for her. And Smith goes back to the foul line with a 1-on-1. First shot is up, and she hits it. This will be her 8th shot from the foul line. So far, she's hit 4, 5, I believe. Now, yes, 5 out of 8. She's got 7 points for Gate City. Foster bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. Slows it down a little bit. Bellamy trying to knock it away. And she tries to go to the baseline, puts the shot up, no good. Goes with the rebound. Passes out to Morris. We've got a little under 6 minutes left in the first half of the game. Bellamy with the shot, good. Bucket will count. And let's see what the foul is. Okay, the bucket is good, but the foul is against Ghost. And Virginia High will be shooting a 1-on-1. That was Ghost's 3rd personal foul. I'm not sure what happened. It must have been away from the ball, boxing out or something. And she was called with a push. And already in the first half, she has 3 personal fouls, and that's going to affect the way she plays later on in the second half. Score is now 23-6. When we come back after this timeout, it'll be Virginia High at the line with a 1-on-1 shot. Coach Blackwell right now telling his team what they have to do to keep things rolling. So far, they haven't had any trouble with Virginia High with the score of 23-6. They've got a substantial lead with 5 minutes and 47 seconds left on the clock in the first half of the game. And again, the last time they played, Gate City really put Virginia High away, and that's what they're looking to do again tonight. And it'll be Bailey at the line for Virginia High with the 1-on-1. First shot is up, and it's good. That's her first point tonight. Actually, I believe that was her first shot, possibly. No, actually, she has shot a couple times. First foul shot, though. Second one she hits also. She's got 2 points now for Virginia High, who has 8 points total. Bellamy with the ball, passes off to Morris. Morris looking inside, instead passes back to Bellamy, who hits Edwards for the 2 points. Edwards now with 4. Doss inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Looks long to Foster. Edwards trying to cut her off. Gets in front of her. Hook shot, no good. And Edwards with the rebound passes out to Bellamy, who brings it down the court for Gate City. Underneath to Melinda Quillen. Shot is up and good. That was Melinda's first shot, and she's got 2 points now for Gate City. Score is 27-8. Bobbitt bringing it down the court. Morris tries to cut her off. Shot no good. And Morris called with the personal foul. Called with a block there. She kind of got in front of her, and they're bumped into her a little bit. That was her first personal foul. Bobbitt will be at the line when we come back with a 1-on-1, I believe. Maybe 2 shots. I'm not sure. Timeout called by Gate City. Coach Blackwell talking to his team. They've got a, gosh, I don't know, about a, score is 27-8. Good lead. That's a 19-point lead over Virginia High just in the first half of the ball game. So they've pretty much put things away in the first half, taking care of business, and we still have 4 minutes and 59 seconds left in the second period. And Bobbitt comes to the line for Virginia High. She's got 2 shots. So far, she's not scored. First shot is up, no good. She's got 1 more shot. Second shot is up and no good. Edwards coming down with the rebound, passes out to Bellamy, who brings it down the court, passes long to a little bit too long. Morris couldn't get her hands on it, and it went out of bounds. So it'll be Virginia High's ball. Bays comes in for Heather Smith. And Bobbitt now with the ball, bringing it down the court. Passes back to Foster. Bellamy trying to cut her off. And just trying to kill some time out there. Gate City playing a close man-to-man defense. Doing a lot of switching off out front. Bobbitt with the shot. No! Edwards with the rebound. Thought they'd get the foul there against Bailey. Nothing was called. Bellamy with the ball at the top of the key. Looks to pass to Morris. Morris cuts inside. Nothing there. Passes back out to Bellamy. Bellamy pulls. And again looking inside. Passes cross court to Morris. Morris fakes. Gets the open shot up off the front of the rim. Quillen with the rebound, fouled by, I believe, Bailey. And it should be a 1-and-1. And that is against Bailey. That's her second personal foul. It'll send Melinda Quillen to the line. Carter comes in for Bellamy from Gate City, and Glover in for Edwards. Quillen with the 1-and-1 from the line. First shot is up, and it's good. She's got 3 points now for Gate City. Score is 28-8. Gate City with a 20-point lead over Virginia High. Second shot is up, and just off the rim. Carter comes down with the rebound. Passes to Bays. Bays inside to Quillen. Shot is up, and good. Quillen now with 5 points for Gate City. Score is 30-8. 22-point lead for Gate City, largest lead that they've had. Foster passing off to Doss, and Bays breaks it up, steals the ball, comes in for the layup. Shot is, I believe, did she land that shot? I'm not sure. Let's see. Foster with the foul. She didn't get the shot. She'll have 2 shots from the foul line. That was Foster's second personal foul. And Morris comes out as Lisa Henderson goes in. And basically a second string lineup in there for Gate City. Bays, first shot is good. Or actually I shouldn't say second string, because all of these players get pretty close to equal playing time. Should be actually the players that did not start. But they all play pretty much equal time. And all equal in their abilities. Foster passing across to Rose at the top of the key, back to Bobbitt. And Foster pulls, shoots, no good. Rebound by Carter. She gets out in front, but Foster breaks it up and brings it back. And Quillen getting a hand on that, loses it between her legs. And Bays came up with it, passing out to Carter. Easy shot, and it's good. Carter with the layup, and her first 2 points tonight. I believe almost everybody has scored for Gate City, with the exception of a few players. Foster with the ball, passes out to Doss. Scores now 33-8. Carter breaks that up. Bobbitt and Carter both going for it, and a backcourt called on Bobbitt. Giving a little bit of a nudge there on Carter. Not quite as large as Bobbitt, and getting to the ball, but getting the backcourt called against her. Carter goes to the goal and is fouled by Foster, who was pushing from behind. And Carter will have the 1-and-1. That was Foster's third personal foul. She's now going to be in foul trouble, and Avery comes in for her. Two minutes and a half left in the first half of the game. Carter's first shot is up and good. She's got 3 points now for Gate City. Score is 34-8. Good sized lead. Second shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Bobbitt. having a little bit of trouble there with the ball. Gate City's defense sets up. Looks like they're in a 2-3 zone pretty much now. And Bobbitt, not a good pass. Right almost to Carter. Knocked away. Bays getting a hand on the ball there. Doss out to Rose. Rose looking nothing there. Passes back to Doss. Bobbitt with the ball at the top of the key. Passes. Ooh, collision between Avery and Rose. And passes it right to Lisa Henderson, who passes out to Carter to bring it down the court for Gate City. Passes underneath to Glover. Shot is up. No good. Ball goes out of bounds on, I believe, either Bays or Quillen. And it'll be Virginia High's ball. Doss inbounding for Virginia High. Passes into Sherwood, over to Bobbitt. And loose ball picked up by Carter. Passes inside to Lisa Henderson, and it got away from her. Wasn't very happy about that. But there was a lot of traffic underneath there. Avery with the ball slows it down a little bit. Gate City's defense pretty much set up. Not playing as tight of a zone. Pass to Sherwood. She turns, loses the ball. Bays comes up with it, passes out to Carter. Carter brings the ball down the court for Gate City. 1 minute and 26 seconds. Oh! Tried to pass to Glover. Glover was going towards the goal. Getting ready to set up underneath. Didn't see the pass coming and went out of bounds. Doss will be inbounding for Virginia High, and Bellamy comes in for Bays, who will take a breather. Passes into Avery. Avery coming down the court pretty quickly. Tried to hit Bailey, but the pass is a little bit on the outside, and she could not get to it. So it'll be Gate City's ball. Bellamy inbounding the ball, passes into Carter. We've got 1 minute, and Bobbitt knocks away a minute and 15 seconds left on the clock. Going to get a 10-second violation. No, Bobbitt reaches in, and it'll be Carter going to the line with a 1-and-1. And let's see, that is Bobbitt's first personal foul. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock in the first half of the game. The score is now 34-8. Not a bad-sized lead for Gate City. First shot is up and just off the rim. Let's see what they're going to call there. A foul on Bellamy. That's her first personal foul, and that'll send, I believe, Bobbitt back to the line. Gate City now has a 26-point lead over Virginia High. Score is 34-8. And Bobbitt at the line. She's 0% from the foul line. First shot is up. She hits it. And that's her first points tonight for Virginia High. Second shot is up, and she hits it also. Now she's hitting 50% from the foul line. She's got 2 points. Carter passing back to Bellamy. Back to Carter. Back to Bellamy. She puts the ball onto the court and passes back to Carter at the top of the key. Carter pulls, passes underneath to Glover. Glover puts up the shot. Oh, just off the rim. Sherwood with the rebound, and Bobbitt now bringing it down the court for Virginia High. Avery setting up the screen, and Henderson just knocking it away from her very easily. Knocked down by, I believe, either Bobbitt is called with the foul. And that is Bobbitt's second personal foul. And that will send Lisa Henderson to the line for the first time tonight with a 1-on-1 shot. Shot is up. Oh, just off the front of the rim. Bobbitt gets the rebound. And it goes out of bounds. So it will be Gate City's ball on their own end of the court. We've got 36 seconds left on the clock. And Bays comes in for Bellamy. Bays will be inbounding the ball for Gate City. Passes into Carter. Carter looking for someone on the inside. She pulls herself, puts the shot up just off the front of the rim. Glover with the rebound puts the shot up, and Avery comes down with the rebound that time. Looking down the court, nobody there to pass to. Slows it down, passes back to Bobbitt. Bobbitt from three-point range. Shot no good. Bays with the rebound. And starts to bring it down the court for Gate City. Passes underneath to Henderson, and she loses it out of bounds. Passes a little bit high for her. 7 seconds left on the clock in the first half. Score is 34-10. Gate City with a 24-point lead. Bailey with the ball, taking it slow, 3-2-1-0. That's the end of the first half. The score is 34-10. Gate City with a 24-point lead over Virginia High. We'll be back in a moment for the second half. All right, we're back for the second half. Score is 34-10. Gate City with a 26-point lead over Virginia High. It will be Virginia High's ball. Foster inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Passes into Sherwood, knocked away by Ghost, but she does come up with it. Avery with the ball, passing back to Foster. She travels, and I believe that's about the third or fourth time tonight she's done that. She keeps taking off, and she forgets to put the ball down. Bellamy with the ball for Gate City, bringing it down the court to the top of the key. Passes to Edwards. Edwards back to Bellamy, to Morris. Morris with the shot, and just off the front of the rim. Ghost missed the rebound, and Rose is called with traveling. Heather Smith got her hands on the ball there trying to take it away, and looks like she just injured her ankle a little bit. Bellamy came real close to the half-court line there, just missed it. Avery playing some good defense against her. Edwards cuts to the inside, shoots. Shot is good, and she'll have one foul shot. Foul was on number 34, Robinson, and that's her third personal foul. Edwards has 6 points now for Gate City. She's got one shot here. It's up. Oh, missed everything. Avery inbounding the ball, passes into Bobbitt. Bobbitt at the top of the key for Virginia High, pulls around, cuts to the baseline, shoots, and it's good. That's Bobbitt now with 4 points for Virginia High. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Working her way around Bobbitt, pulls inside, good play, couldn't get the shot. Robinson lands the rebound, and they've got Gate City beat defensively, but no, Edwards comes in from behind, knocks it away, goes out of bounds, and it'll be Virginia High's ball underneath their own goal. Avery inbounding the ball for Virginia High. And and it's White's ball. I'm not sure exactly what happened. She lost the ball there, and it rolled in, and I think she grabbed it or something. Anyway, it's Gate City's ball, and Bellamy's bringing it down the court. Avery playing some good D there. She's real quick on her feet. Bellamy up, passes off to Morris. Morris pulls, looks to shoot, passes out to Smith. Smith shoots, and it's good. She now has 9 points for Gate City. Avery inbounding the ball, passes into Bobbitt. Bobbitt at the top of the key, looking inside. Passes to Robinson. Robinson looking to fake off Edwards. Cuts to the inside, shot was no good. Loose ball, rebounded by Bellamy. Passes long to Morris underneath. And shot it, just off the rim. Bobbitt comes up with the rebound, bringing it down the court for Virginia High on the fast break. And charge is called against Bobbitt as she goes to the rim. And that will be Bobbitt's third personal foul. Gate City's ball. Edwards inbounding the ball for Gate City. Score is 38-12 now. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court. Passes to Edwards. Edwards to Smith underneath. Shot is up and good. And she now has 11 points to lead the scoring for Gate City. We've got 5 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock in the third period. Bobbitt passing off to Avery. Avery cutting inside, puts the shot up, no good. She was fouled by, I believe, Bellamy. That is Bellamy's second personal foul. And that will send Avery to the line with 2 shots. So far, Avery is 0% from the foul line. The first shot is up, and she hits it. That's her first point tonight. Second shot is up, and she misses it. Bailey with the rebound, puts up the shot, no good. Smith coming down with the rebound now. Passes off to Bellamy. Bellamy bringing the ball down the court for Gate City. Puts to the inside, passes out to Edwards. Edwards fakes Rose off, puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Smith. Tries to get the shot up, and she is fouled. Looks like they're going to call that on Avery. No, 52, Sherwood. That's her third personal foul. That will send Smith to the line with 2 shots. First shot is up and good. She's got one more shot. It's up and good. She's got 13 points now for Gate City, leading the score. Score is 42-13. Avery inbounding the ball for Virginia High. Bobbitt bringing it down the court. Morris on D. Bobbitt looking for someone to get open. Can't find anyone. Gets a screen. Comes in herself. Shot was long. Malcolm travels before putting the shot up. Looks like she might have taken a shot to the nose there. Edwards will be inbounding the ball for Gate City. Avery all over Bellamy. Passes into her. And Avery backs off a little bit. Passes off to Edwards. He cuts inside. Passes to Ghost. Ghost with the shot, and it's good. Ghost with her first 2 points tonight. Ghost has got 3 personal fouls against her. Bobbitt with the ball at the top of the key for Virginia High. Giving the elbow against Morris and is called with the charge. And that is Bobbitt's 4th personal foul. And Doss comes in for Bailey. And Gate City makes, I think, an entire substitution. Carter now bringing the ball down the court after Bays inbounded the ball. Passes to Quillen underneath. Shot goes off the rim. Glover with the rebound. Lisa Henderson putting up the shot, no good. Avery and Rose both coming down with it. Bays getting her hands on the ball. And it'll be Gate City's ball underneath their own goal. And Carter will inbound the ball for Gate City. Passes into Bays. She pulls, passes out to Carter, who brings it back to the top of the key for Gate City. Passes to Henderson. She was fouled, nothing called there. Glover losing the ball. Bays getting the ball back for Gate City. Puts up the shot from 2, and it's good. That is the first 2 points for Bays tonight, I believe. I'm not sure. Foster with the ball. Shoots, and no good. Avery knocking it away, but Carter comes up with it on the fast break. Heads towards the goal. Shot is up just off the rim. Bays with the rebound. Cuts in, shots up, and it's good. Bays now with 4 points for Gate City. She was at the foul line before. I don't know if she made the shot or missed it. So I'm not sure if she's got more than 4 points or not. Oh, she steals that one away as they tried to pass to Doss. Coming down the court on the fast break layup. Good. Bays just comes alive out here. She's got 6 points in a row for Gate City. Score is 50-13. Gate City just hammering away at Virginia High. Oh, Henderson trying to take the ball away from Avery is called with the push. That will be Henderson's first personal foul tonight. And Foster will be inbounding the ball. Virginia High has 4 team fouls against them. Oh, it's out of bounds against Sherwood. Gate City's ball. Gate City has 2 personal fouls, or excuse me, 2 team fouls. We've got 3 minutes and 18 seconds left on the clock in the third period. Score is 50-13. Carter has the ball at the top of the key. Passes to Bays. Bays into Quillen. Quillen with a shot, and it's good. Quillen now with 7 points for Gate City. Score is 52-13. Foster with the ball at the top of the key. And cut off by Henderson. Puts a shot up, no good. Rebounded by Bays. Passes out to Carter, who brings it down the court for Gate City. Passes underneath to Glover. Glover shoots off the back of the rim, no good. Goes out of bounds on Malcolm, and it'll be Gate City's ball underneath your own goal. Carter will be inbounding the ball for Gate City. We've got a little over 2.5 minutes left. Passes into Henderson. Henderson back to Carter. Shot is up, no good. Goes out of bounds on Glover, and it'll be Virginia High's ball. Foster bringing it down the court for Virginia High. We've got 2.5 minutes left in the third period. Score is 52-13. Foster looking, passes to Avery. Can't hang on to the ball. Does get it back. Pulls to the goal. Shot is no good, but Carter is called on the foul. Called for pushing. That's her first personal foul, 3rd team foul. And it looks like they're giving Avery 2 shots. First one is up and good. Second shot is up and she hits it also. Avery now with 3 points for Virginia High. Carter passes across to Bays. Back to Carter, who brings it down the court for Gate City. Back to Bays. Bays looking underneath to Glover. Shot was no good. Quillen with the shot, and it's good. Quillen now with 9 points for Gate City. Foster bringing it down the court. Score is 54-15. And a little bit of pushing. Avery pushing Carter around. Nothing was called. But Gate City steals the ball away, and Carter now with the ball, passes underneath to Bays, who shoots, and it's good. Bays with 8 points for Gate City. And the score is 56-15. I believe that's like a 41-point lead. Malcolm looking inside, shoots, no good. And Doss gets the rebound, brings it back out, passes back to Malcolm. Malcolm back out to Foster. Foster inside to Avery. Avery shoots and hits what I would call a luck shot. And has 5 points now for Virginia High. Carter passing over to Bays. Bays at the top of the key. Passes inside to Quillen. Underneath to Glover. Shot is off the rim. Bays putting the shot back up, no good. Henderson with the rebound, looking inside, nothing there, passes out. Carter passing back to Henderson to Bays. Inside, Quillen loses the ball. Malcolm comes up with it. Foster now bringing the ball down the court for Virginia High. 35 seconds left on the clock in the third period. Foster shoots, no good. Henderson with the rebound, passes out to Carter, and she's knocked down by Foster. A good hit there. And she hit the cheerleaders there. If it wouldn't have been for the cheerleaders being there, she would have hit the bleachers, and that would have been a real hard surface to hit. She is shaken up, and